on and on. Can't understand how it lasts so long. I must have superpowers. Have 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that makes you move your ass. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums to be on the front of the LH1. Welcome, everybody. My name is Matthew Hovey with the Hovey Podcast with special guests.
Jean B. Arnett, Ms. Up Close and Personal.
How are you today, Jean B. Arnett, AKA Ms. Up Close and Personal?
I am awesome on this nice overcast day.
So, tell me, what do you do?
Well, first of all, I love to entertain. I do poetry. I do comedy. I do motivational speaking. I am just a fiery free life.
I did not know about the motivational speaking. Could you give us some inspiration and motivation for today?
Most definitely. So I've done events for women, cancer survivors, just motivational speaking, anything to uplift and pour into people. That is really what I do.
Well, why don't you give a little inspirational right now?
Inspirational. I am a thyroid cancer survivor, and I can share a piece that I wrote.
Okay.
And it's uplifting for people sometimes that are down on themselves. It's called Nothing from Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. As I sit here today, I'm a whole lot of something. I've got you shaking in your boots. I'm going to take you back to your roots. So many folks have lost focus, living life as a joke, clowning around like hocus pocus. Silly rabbits, tricks are for kids. I said what I said and I did what I did. Our ancestors risked their lives to learn. Now it's our turn. They fought for equality, human rights, and land. I'm aligned with that blood, sweat, and tears. Mighty, mighty as I stand. Mighty, mighty as I stand. Our ancestors risked their lives. Now it's our turn to pass the torch and bring up the others so they can live and they can learn.
That was beautiful.
That's a snippet, but thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So you said comedy. What?
I love telling jokes.
What made you start your career in comedy?
I gave it a shot around 2013. I was at a open mic. Just Will's very well known in the city. His name is Will King. But I would tell knock jokes, and he'd be like, no, please sit down. Or your mama jokes or whatever. So I kind of dabbled with it back in 2013. And then 2017, I want to say, Aisha Brown,
I had her on just recently.
Yes, sir. She gave me the platform to really take it serious and get out there back in 2017, I want to say. And I've been doing paid gigs ever since.
Shout out to Aisha Brown.
Aisha Brown and Just Will.
And the Green Room on Facebook.
Yep. And Will has the greenhouse effect. That's his platform. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
So who was your inspiration? Like, who was your favorite comedian growing up?
Oh my God. Well, I'm a 1966 baby, so my dad kept Richard Pryor's albums playing. I'm a potty mouth. I work with that when I do clean comedy, but Richard Pryor was the male comedian. Lucille Ball, Carol Burnett, are you kidding me? I thought they were so cute and silly. Look at me, I'm cute and silly.
They were an inspiration to you.
They were an inspiration to me, and they were popping. And back then, there weren't very many female comedians, So, but yeah, they were, honestly.
Now, when you're writing comedy, what inspires you? Like, what triggers the comedy bomb? What triggers how do you know the joke is good? How do you know that You'll get laughs from it.
So I call it comedy spirit, and when I write, I call it writing spirit. When I paint, I call it painting spirit, so on and so forth. So with comedy, I'm an upbeat, positive individual. I can find a joke in almost anything. Just like last night, I was at the Helium, and I told a joke about the repast food. I'm over it. Okay, you sat there all day. Your stockings are getting runs and holes in it for those that wear stockings. Your dress is tight. The men's, Easter shoes, they're tight. We want to be comfortable. And then you go to the repast dinner and you got the same thing: fried chicken, green beans, macaroni and cheese, baked spaghetti. But the thing of it is, I'm a healthy girl. I don't like people serving me. So when they give me a scoop of green beans and a scoop of mashed potatoes, oh, I don't think so. Miss Up Close and Personal wants more than that.
You know how much you want.
So I make light of things, and I just.
Hey, I actually just recently went on a seafood diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I see food, I eat it.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And
You are hilarious.
no, I'm Matthew. Nice to meet you. Your name?
Oh my goodness.
What is your favorite food?
Salad.
I was gonna tell some salad jokes, but I tossed them from the
Yeah,
routine.
you told me that one yesterday.
And I always knock on the fridge before I open it. I don't want to see the salad dressing, It'll make the tomato blush. We need to catch up sometime and relish the good
Oh my
times.
goodness, this will go on forever.
Forever and ever.
I love it.
So give us some of your comedy, if you don't mind.
Okay, so I told you a smidge about the repast food, and that gets very boring. I have a friend, and she doesn't drive, so I pick her up and take her places or what have you. And I took her to the store, and she says, if I'm not back out in 15 minutes, to meet me at the bubblegum machine. So it was 20 minutes, and I asked her where to be. So, of course, I met her at the bubblegum machine. Guess what? She was in handcuffs. So she was in handcuffs, and I didn't understand why, because she had money. And so, needless to say, they questioned me because she's riding with me. And guess who went to jail, Matthew?
You?
I went to jail. First time in my life, I was disgusted. So I get in there, and there's this burly chick, and she's like, do you like girls? I said, of course I like girls. Marie Callender, Little Debbie, Susie Q, Mrs. Butterworth. That's one of my older go-tos, but yeah.
So, did you ever find out why you got arrested?
Yeah, she was in there stealing. She had stuff in my vehicle, so yeah.
Wow.
But that was my story. It's CMA light of it.
Yes. Tell us another one, if you don't mind.
Let me see here. Relationships. So I always ask people, I'm like, don't mess with those dating sites, because I feel like you should have an energy face to face. You want to smell them. You want to look in their eyes. You want to vibe from that one-on-one meeting. And so my friend, she went, same friend, she's the problem, but I love her dearly. So she went to dinner with this guy after meeting him online or what have you. And he excused himself to the little boy's room. And I told her, I said, well, why were you disappointed when you got back to his place? He told you he was going to the little boy's room. He'll let you know that he wasn't working with anything.
You need a magnifying glass.
Oh my goodness, I'm bad sometimes.
Hey, it's okay to be bad and bougie sometimes.
Bad and bougie, that's me. Oh my goodness.
Do you want to hear some of my comedy?
Sure, you let me hear some of it already, but yes.
So I'm going to do my most popular bit, which I probably already told you some of it. So my grandmother, she had a huge scare one day. She discovered a lump under her breast, called up the family. We all rushed over.
just to find out it was just her kneecap. Now, do you know what her star sign was? Sagittarius. We can't go bra shopping. We have to go sheet shopping. I have to get 2 king-size sheets just to make a bra. You think that's bad? Their names are boulders. I mean, they need zip codes.
Oh my goodness, Matthew.
One time we were watching the movie Jurassic Park, and she's like, I remember this. Hey, Ralph. Oh, let me tell you. I have my grandmother on speed dial. I call it Instagram. Yeah.
Keep going.
Now, let's move on to some food. I mean, who likes food up in here? I love food. Okay. So I was making green beans, and my mom told me to add 5 Crayola crowns. I'm like, why would I do that? And she said, don't you want some collard greens? Oh, do you know the difference between boogers and Brussels sprouts? Kids don't like to eat Brussels sprouts. They like to eat boogers, though.
Not all kids.
Not all kids.
Some kids.
Right, and I gotta say, I feel bad for cows. I mean, their lives are at stake. Now, I rescued a cow from a slaughterhouse. I got home, named it Jake. Jake from Steak Farm.
Oh my God.
It's hard to find jokes about cows because cow hide.
Good job, Matthew.
So, let's talk about your poetry. What inspires your poetry?
I've been writing all my life. I was writing from the time I can remember. I've always been passionate about writing.
Who's your favorite poet?
Maya Angelou was my favorite poet and still is, even though she's passed and gone. As a little girl, you look for idols, inspirations, and she's always been that one.
Can you tell us some poetry?
I can tell another one. It's for ladies.
Okay.
It's inspiring for one. And Mother's Day just passed.
Ladies, this one's for you.
Her phenomenal smile is bright like the morning sun. Her brown eyes reveal quite a story. The scent of her smooth brown skin reminds you of elegance and glory. Her presence puts one in the mind of something simply beautiful and unique. You can feel her warm and kind spirit as she speaks. Every place she goes, everyone knows she leaves behind bits and pieces of her wisdom. Most who meet her in the end love her dearly. Not every part of her is meant to be understood clearly. She doesn't expose her core to everyone. She is vibrant, daring, and fun. This woman is kind of like a female beast. Some say she wears a shield, others say she's extra cautious and keeps her emotions on yield. There's nothing wrong with her keeping her intimate, most vulnerable side tucked away only for intimate situations. She would rather stand alone than to be amongst the cluster. She is experienced and seasoned and not easily flustered. She is the voice of reasoning, the master of pleasuring and pleasing. She exemplifies poise. Her character and accomplishments make all of the noise. She is humble, yet passionate. She speaks up and knows when to fasten it. She can be sweet like syrup on French toast. She's like a breath of fresh air on a coast. She is bendable and unbreakable. She's transparent and unmistakable. She embodies resilience with a hint of brilliance. She is me. I am her. Ladies, we are her. Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. I have actually written some poetry myself that I'd like to share with you as well.
Sure.
Let me get to it. One moment. So, the first one I'm going to read to you is going to be, let's see. Let me do. Sorry, it takes a minute to get to them.
You are fine.
It's been a while since I've written. So, okay. One moment, please. Do. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Okay, the year is 2023. The year is 2023, and the world is not so great. The pandemic has left its mark, and the economy is in a state. The markets are unstable, and the prices are too high. The debt is unsustainable, and the jobs are hard to find. The trade is unpredictable, and the growth is hard to grind. The people are unhappy, and the protests are not kind. But there is still a chance, and there is still a way to face the problems and to make a better day. The economy needs creativity, and markets need diversity. The prices need stability, and debt needs austerity. The trade needs reciprocity, and the jobs need quality. The people need solidarity, and the protest needs civility. The year is 2023, and the world is not so bleak. The pandemic has shown its strength, and the economy is not so weak. The markets are resilient, and the prices are not so steep. The debt is manageable, and the jobs are not so cheap. The trade is beneficial, and the growth is not so deep. The people are hopeful, and the protests are not so violent. The end.
In real.
Did you like
Very
that one?
real, yes. It took me back.
It did?
Pandemic, yeah, that was not a good time.
Now, this is for everyone that's battled cancer, lost someone to cancer, and just anyone, and that should be everyone that hates cancer. F cancer is what it's called. Cancer is a disease that kills and a disease that hurts. Cancer is a curse that strikes and a curse that lurks. Cancer is a monster that devours and a monster that wars. Cancer is a nightmare that haunts and a nightmare that soars. F cancer and its power. F cancer and F its hour. F cancer and F its tower. F cancer and F its hour. Cancer is a challenge that we face and a challenge that we fight. Cancer is a battle that we wage and a battle that we ignite. Cancer is an enemy that we confront and an enemy that we defy. Cancer is a war that we win and a war that we deny. F cancer and F its fear. F cancer and F its stare. F cancer and F its smear. F cancer and F its cheer. Cancer is a word that we say and a word that we spell. Cancer is a name that we call and a name that we yell. Cancer is a sign that we show and a sign that we tell. Cancer is a thing that we know and a thing that we quell. F cancer and F its sound. F cancer and F its bound. F cancer and F its round. F cancer and F its ground.
That's real.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Not only was I affected by it, I've lost majority of my family members and friends to the C word. I don't even like calling it.
I
Call it the C word.
Yes. Cancer, the C word
Terrible.
is terrible. Everyone, if you have history of it, go get checked. If there's any chance that you may have it, go get checked.
Yeah, because it creeps up on you.
Yes. So, what else do you do besides comedy, inspirational speaking,
Well,
poetry?
I am a mother of 2 adult children and a grandmother of 2 little ones, 1.5-year-old granddaughter, and 6.5 grandson. And by day, I work for the Veteran Affairs, so I am a federal employee.
You love it?
I do love my job, but right now the temperature is off because of all the politics and things. So I'm not going to touch on that too much. But I do. I love my job. I've been there 17 years.
That's awesome.
It is awesome, and it's so gratifying to serve the veterans.
That's amazing.
It
Yeah.
is.
If you see a veteran today, thank them.
I do.
Thank you to all the veterans.
Yes, thank you for your service.
We are the land of the free because of the brave like you.
Yep.
So, where can people find you performing your stand-up and your comedy and your speaking?
Well, excuse me. I do private gigs. My social media handles are on Facebook, GV Arnett, Instagram, GV Arnett, and Miss Up Close and Personal. I do have YouTube, GV Arnett. I have poetry and comedy on there. TikTok, a lot of stuff on TikTok. But I try to hit open mics up frequently because I noticed when I stopped doing open mics and I just switched to only paid gigs, you get rusty. You can get rusty easily. But
where do you do open mics at?
Sometimes I do Aisha Brown's Margarita Mondays. They've recently moved to Ice Bar and Lounge at Fort Bend. So I do that when I'm not too exhausted after working. On Tuesdays, I've been doing the Helium for the last 4 weeks or so. I started with them as well 8 years ago, getting comfortable in front of an audience.
Yes.
Wednesdays, I do, he's on Facebook as well. His name is Idea Rapper. And he does an open mic at Wonderful Bar and Grill off of Pendleton Pike. So I do that on Wednesdays. Thursdays, oh my goodness, there's a mic called Wit Mic. It just started up. I did that 1 week in last
Where
week.
is that at?
That is on Shelby Street. That's our south.
What's the place called?
It's called Wit Mic, but the place, it's a different name for the place, but I don't have the flyer with me. It's a mic by Ray Danger does that.
Yeah.
Ray Danger. Yeah.
Yep.
He's awesome. He's amazing too. A lot of great comedians. Fridays I try to lay low. I support a lot too. So a lot of my fellow comedians, when they have shows, I try to support them. So
that's amazing.
Thank you.
I thank you so much for coming onto the show and talking about your comedy and your poetry. Guys, follow Jean B. Arnett, AKA Ms. Up Close and Personal. She is an amazing comedian, amazing poet, amazing speaker. Guys, give her a follow on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Everybody, Jean B. Arnett, Miss Up Close and Personal. Guys, tune in next time to the Hovey Podcast, and we are looking for more guests. If you are interested, please reach out. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Take me out with some of that. Too short.